Okay, so what I have here, we're doing the sourdough, which we're going to prove overnight. So I have 500 grams of flour in here and just a pinch of salt. And then what I have here is 300 grams of water and 150 grams of the starter. Now that's very close to equal, so it's going to be quite wet at this stage. So we're going to knock all of that in and scrape it in. And then we're going to start mixing it. And as I said, this is going to be very wet at this stage. So this is actually how all the original breads were made. So we're just going to keep mixing here now for a minute. As you can see, it's quite wet compared to the breads we've made so far, and it will be for a while. So we'll just give it a good mix. Just starting to work it. You can see it there. So you've got to work this for a few minutes. What you're doing there is you're starting to get the gluten working, and what you should be getting is a very yeasty, beery smell from your starter. We'll talk about the starter as well now in a minute, about what you can do to keep it all the time. You don't need to be feeding it all the time after this. So keep bringing it together, and then what you do is you start pulling it. So keep twisting the bowl around, grab it and just pull it over. Twist, grab it and pull over. And just keep folding it back on itself. And what will happen is the dough will keep tightening and keep drying up. Don't add more flour. You will be changing it. This will come together and form a nice ball of dough. We'll be doing the first proof now, which is very simple. Is we're just going to cover this with a wet cloth shortly, and we will leave it rise at room temperature for a while. And then what we will do is we will take it out of the bowl. We will do the exact same thing we're doing here, and it'll actually be easier to do it, which is just literally pull and fold back, and it will create a perfect ball that time and go very smooth. Then we will put it into our dish and leave it prove overnight in the fridge. So, but as you work it, it'll get less and less sticky. As you can see, it's coming away from all the sides now inside. It has gathered up everything. So we just keep on doing that for a few minutes.
Will I take a photo of you?
No. After you've worked it for a little bit, we're literally just going to cover this, and we're going to let it rise, and it'll double over the next 2 or 3 hours, depending on the temperature of your kitchen. But obviously this evening now with the weather, it's quite hot, so it should do it really, really quickly. So I'll post this part of it, and then I'll post the second part later on, and then in the morning we'll finish it. So we're just going to cover this, and we're just going to let it rise.